Over the past decades, interest of Indians has grown towards Indian aeroplane technology. However, there is a lack of information and texts such as Viman Shastra book discussing the aeroplane technology. This article is not merely based on mugged in information. Instead, it has elaboration on history and relevant books. It is filled with extremely im- important information and facts. Most probably, this much elaboration is not available throughout Google. I hope you will read it till the end with patience and fulfill my purpose. There is one request instead of sharing this book for free of cost, please share its website link because some people edit the copied text and change its meaning according to themselves, which renders the public from getting its original motive. Therefore, the best option is to share it via link. Also, please mention it on your website and other social platforms. Rahul Arya, founder. Thanks, Bharat. Invention of aircraft is considered as the flagship invention ever done by science. This invention leaves the human being astonished. Today, the whole world accepts that on December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers made and flew the first aircraft. Unfortunately, most of the Indians say that West give this information to the world, but this is the biggest lie. This elevation will put a final certain of over these lie. Why rake up the old founds? Nowadays, if someone talks about presence of science and relevant information in India, Indians do not daily in saying why rake up the old founds. Therefore, answering this question becomes circle before heading on further. People who say live in the present, who has seen tomorrow, let be, let begins by begins are the ones who take most out of the history. Human beings are surrounded and filled with history. We take pictures and record videos to preserve our history. Many times I have seen that dead bodies have to do to be dug out for invention, investigation. Whatever we do becomes a thing of the past, but its result is only achieved later in the future. Every day of the job work becomes past, but it is paid in the future. Had not we done the work appropriately, problems could arise while getting paid, or we might have to face insult. Similarly, if our past is good, there would be no problem. If a child does not go to school for 2 days, he would be afraid to go the third day. On the contrary, if his past is good, For instance, he has completed his homework and not taken any leave. He would stay happy and perform upcoming tasks with full dedication. Identical is the case with a nation. History shows us right path in the present and is the foundation of our bright future. It is only possible through history that we can proceed towards happiness by learning about the pres- prestigious work done by our ancestors and save ourselves from making same mistakes that were made by them. That is why it used to be compulsory for a king to reflect upon the history for a specific period every day. Two important incidents of the world's history. Greece defeated Fars in 493 BC. The emperor of Faras, Darius, asked his servant to say, "My lord, remember the people of Athens before him every day upon this Faras defeated Greece for about 107 1700 years. Jews were the victims of Muslims and Christians. They had to leave their culturally significant place, Jerusalem, and wander at other places. Whenever Jews meet each other, they would say, "We will meet in Jerusalem next year." At present, Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, is under the control of Jews. In, in conclusion, those who kept their history in mind at all times were able to get their lost presenting and power back. However, Indians are sitting with closed eyes upon the world's incidents. We can awake the one who is sleeping, not the one who has faked his sleep. Join Thanks Bharat family on YouTube. Question: who was the first to information the history of aircrafts? Answer: Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati was the first in 18th century to state humans can fly by making aircrafts. He was the one to make the topic of aircraft technology a talking point for public. He started to spread awareness about this technology by organizing programs and presenting evidence of aircrafts in India, Bharat, who were slaves for hundreds of years, were suspicious of the technology, and they considered it all inven- inventions to be a gift of Europe. King Appreciates and A.O. Hume. When slave minded Indians used to appreciate westerns in the name of invention of train, Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati said in 1874, there was a king named Aperture. He would never touch the land and always fly in the sky. People of ancient India knew the art of making aircrafts for fighting and wars. I have also seen a book based on the same. Poor people also had aeroplanes at that time. The same way as the Americans have cars. Think for a moment, is invention of train more appreciable than aircrafts?